township mergers for Senate Bill 270. I looked at it today. I don't know if you looked at it before you came, but
Thank you so much.
it went second reading, and then with amendments, and then it's moved to go to the third, right?
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
The third reading. Well,
Look it up. We went through the merger scheme, but what, second reading? Okay. Hey, thanks. That's where it's headed. It still has a few days that it could go back to the Senate, be approved, maybe. But like Mr. Olson said, it sometimes doesn't happen in short sessions very quickly, right? So I guess we won't get too caught up on that. The biggest reason we're here tonight is for the new business is the annual financial report. That's for 2025. In 2025, the time that we took over from the vacancies, I can go through this actually with you guys. If you look at this long ledger that I gave you, you can see, if you want me to review it, I can, but we can go all the way to the end. That last column is for cumulative fire, or the fire replacement. The 715, 633, 96 will be your top number on the ending cash balance on the end. So that jives. If you go back to, well, that's the other. 39, 153, 58 will be two columns into the center column. 32,044 will be the first column. The 145 is a different, that's a rainy day fund. It didn't change, so it's not on here. And then the where's that? 145, 108 is the last column on the first page. When we put in these information, you see on Gateway, oh sorry, there's actually another one. I have to take a picture of it because it wouldn't print it, but it was the 22, 9, 21, 30. That is correct. If you'd like to see a picture, you can. All of these things per our bookkeeping jive with what's going on here. In Gateway, I was on the phone with them today for over an hour. We've probably got 40 hours, person hours in it. Looking at this, so our number matches exactly with our bank ledger, but the AFR says we're $100.04 ahead. So we had determined today that we think it's because of the vacancies in positions, and there was some times where there was tax withheld, and they think that the withholding is off on their part. So he told me, after we talked about it, that the township's not in trouble, the township trustee's not in any trouble, but that's where they think the disparity's at, in the withholding. So he told us, Holly and myself as well, that as long as the ledgers are matching, that's the most important part. If you look in my medic math, or my medic handwriting on the bottom there, that's the part that they say we have, and the one that's highlighted is what actually matches the ledger. Is that a good enough explanation?
yeah.
Would you like questions?
My only question is, the 32 and 82, is that the bond? Because the difference in rainy day
Yes.
here is.
Yeah, we had to do that two different ways to make it work. It's, the difference is 50,000.
And that's the
Yeah.
CD or?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the CD.
Okay.
Anything else?
Um,
So what he told me, I got a little grace. If the withholding is off, he was like, it's not the end of the world. They'll fix it because the state's gonna eventually ask for remittance. So, and we think we've already, that refund may already be out, or not refund, but they called us in January and said, hey, you're a little short, so you send that in, but we have a check floating around out there that could be that very amount. he's aware of it. Jonathan's his name, Steinberger or something like that. And he knows what's going on. He's not upset at all with this. I asked him, I said, well, what if they, would it be okay if we sign it? And he's like, I'm all right with it. So in order for it to get through and be in on time, we'd have to sign it tonight. But you guys know that I had to give you an explanation. Yeah. Good. Mark? No questions? Tom? You make a motion to accept? I thought that was gonna take a lot longer, but, there's a motion to accept.
Sorry, but question, prior to your acceptance, if I may.
Sure.
The,
I'm trying to play nice.
Gateway says that in the rainy day fund, you have $82,044, correct?
Mm.
And that's that $50,000 CD.
Oh, yeah, that's what you just showed me, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So that CD doesn't show up anywhere on the bookwork, anywhere. And if it's a CD, it's earning interest, so why isn't the rainy day fund gaining that interest? Because it's a rainy day fund dollar amount. And I will tell you that in 2021, the same number is there.
50,
In Gateway.
the same 50?
Yeah, 82,044.
Oh,
Yeah, so that, it never changed, so that, since 2021, that $50,000 CD has been earning interest. And if it's been earning interest and it's a rainy day fund CD, the interest from that CD should go into the rainy day fund.
I don't deny that. I have to look. I don't have it in front of me. When the computer's in front of me, I'm way better, but that is a good point, but I mean, we're jiving here.
Well, you might jive, but it's wrong.
Okay.
I mean, because Gateway says you have 82,000, and you say you have 32,000 on the books that I have, which you sent me.
Sure.
So I'm just wondering, because that clearly is a problem, that there's 50,000 out there, we know where it is, but it should be earning interest for the rainy day fund, therefore the rainy day fund should have an increase to it, and it doesn't. So I'd like to know where that interest is going.
I want to make sure that I give you an educated answer on that. So I would ask for an ability to look.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine, but I just don't understand personally how you can approve a budget or approve a final report that's not accurate.
I was concerned about the same thing with the $100 being off as far as it being in.
Not worried about $100.
I was terrified over $9. Be careful.
Okay, and there is also a discrepancy in the township fund.
10 cents.
Pardon?
10 cents.
No, $2,730.94.
That discrepancy does not show in any of our bank records. I don't know.
Well, what you sent me, that I've gone over, it says that if you use, I assume it, and I think I know what it is, but you didn't post the December interest.
It wasn't. We don't post until we don't get the December interest until January.
Okay, then there's a $2,730.94 discrepancy from your books. You say you have $142,376.97 on your books,
142,396.77 on which one?
on the township fund.
So
The ledger you have is not updated, Alan.
I'll be happy to give you this one though. The one you have is not updated. Because the one that I have up here, 145, 108, 01 matches, or 107, 01. It's off by 10 cents. It's been off for 10 cents for 10 years. It's been
So
that way
my
forever.
question is, then if I do a freedom of information request and ask for the books, one would assume, because I got these in January, one would assume that I would get correct books, wouldn't I?
As we
It's the
go,
beginning of January, and we didn't have the bank statement yet that showed the interest. I think we should allow some grace,
Well,
because
I
we
would-
jumped into this position in January, and
I-
we're still trying to figure everything out together.
I would give you some grace, save for the fact that you could have put a note on there that these aren't completed.
Would it help you at all? I'll give you this one.
Well, that one would help it.
I'll
I'm just going by what we have.
Go ahead, Chad.
I want to make a point that you did say that last month, that the interest did not post on the December because it does come late. I remember you specifically saying that in the January meeting, so.
Yeah.
I just want to, I want to make sure that was put out, because he's not being deceptive or anything like that. When he went over the books, he was showing that information.
He clearly stated it, and I knew it, and that's why I was wondering if the discrepancy, the $2,730 predicated on, you have 145,107, and your books show, 142,376. I just wondered if that $2,700, that's why I just put a question mark, is that the interest difference?
Probably also depends on what part of the month that you got that.
The interest is different, that is not the interest difference. It's not that much.
So then how do we explain the difference from the gateway report as to the township fund report?
That one's not accurate.
Well, I find that disheartening, because when I ask for material, one would assume that you would get the true material. And I can understand you getting into office and trying to work through it.
Yeah.
So just let me ask you another question then. According to the township rules, or to the trustee rules, Bill Witt has to be here to put in his information on the final budget. I don't see him.
I don't recall reading that. Is this just gonna be like a bunch of aha moments?
No.
Sounds
No.
like it.
It does sound like it.
No.
Chad, go ahead.
One question.
Yes, sir.
When you gave him these documents, were they accurate to your knowledge at the time that you provided them?
He wouldn't know,
Yeah. I can't answer that correctly.
see?
I know, never mind, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm better than that.
Clearly states, IC 366414, that he has to be here to deliver to the new executive, you, his annual report and any records he has retained. He's supposed to provide that. And, which is fine that he's not.
I'm not putting him under the bus.
That he's not doing it. I'm just saying that, you know, when things don't jive, there's $50,000 sitting out there someplace.
I know right where it's at.
Pardon?
I know right where it's at.
Well, you do, but it doesn't show anywhere in your books, anywhere.
And the
Except
9
for-
years previous that I had this,
I know.
I'm learning the
What-
way
what-
that they've done it for
What
so
did-
long.
What did Gateway say?
What do you mean, what Gateway say?
Well, because Gateway reported.
We put it in there, we do put it in there at $50,000.
Gateway reported 82,044, which is the $50,000.
Right.
But what did they say as where it's supposed to be reported at?
When we looked at previous reports, AFRs from before, because they were jiving even closer than we are right now, that's where we found it.
All
And
right,
that's where we put it in.
it's been in there since 2021,
I know.
but it's not anywhere in the rest of the books.
I'll try and do better. I mean,
No, I'm not, it should be documented someplace, that there's 50 grand sitting out there.
okay.
If you were to die tomorrow, and we all die tomorrow, who would know about the $50,000?
It's in the file drawer, like right where it's at, it says CD.
Okay? So then, back to the discrepancy, Gateway, well, never mind. You said these weren't accurate, so.
Are we gonna dig something else up, or can we move on?
Oh, I don't have to dig. I just look. It's easy.
The gateway report I have in front of me says 145 to 107.91.
Yeah, but the report I have says it's not that.
Well, obviously yours is wrong.
Right, he asked for you guys for the information and you gave it to him all.
I didn't even.
So whoever did, And we're holding you accountable to that because that's what you are elected to do
You can hold
as
me accountable.
representative to us.
You can hold me accountable.
So don't take this as a grilling.
It's been a nonstop.
It's been a nonstop drilling,
Where have
since
you
the
been?
taxes
Well,
come out.
because, yeah, because we wanna figure out where our money is going.
It's my
It's
money
going
too,
right here.
brother.
I know,
To provide fire
but you're the
protection.
one controlling it.
I get
And
it.
Bill Witt and everybody, these guys, are the ones who approved it.
Along with the town council.
Well, town council won't represent me, so I don't care about them.
They might be.
Well, they don't now. So we have every
I
right.
done what I thought was right for the taxpayers of this township. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not running again, so you can put in whoever you want, you can take it down to zero and do away with the fire department for all I care. And that's probably what's gonna happen
it's
with
not,
some
it has nothing to do with the fire department.
The
It
hell
has,
it is.
it has everything to do with how it was implemented and how you guys went about your business.
You're stuck
Follow
on
the
step
state
one, we're
law.
on step 10.
Follow the state
I
law.
get that.
So move on.
Follow the
Exactly,
state
we're on
law.
step 10, so let's do some discovery and find out where our funds are.
It's
And,
right
and
here.
let's make sure the books are clear. When somebody asks for information, don't you think it's vital for him to get the accurate information?
It was also just as much my fault that I wanted to get him the information as fast as I could, because I knew the
But you guys
opposition
make it
and all
sound
that.
like he's got some kind of like, you're just asking if he's got any more aha moments. We're here for discovery, to figure out why his numbers don't jive with.
Is this your first meeting?
No, it's not.
I haven't seen you the past few.
I've been not at any council meetings, but I've been at pretty much every other one that I could attend, yes.
That's disingenuous, Matt. You weren't here from
I didn't ask.
Yeah,
before I.
yeah, I didn't see you either.
You're
Okay.
asking him. You weren't here, you haven't been at a single meeting until you were installed. So I think
Exactly.
that's a
None of us
BS
have
question,
seen
you
you.
know it is.
All right.
Okay, I got another question for you then.
go
Now,
ahead.
this should be real simple for you. In June, on the property tax, we got $608,901. And over to the fire territory, you moved $493,250. You moved $64,186.18 to the equipment fund.
When was it? June?
Pardon?
June?
June, yeah.
I wasn't even in the
I
office
know,
in June.
I know you weren't in here, but my question is, did they give you a formula to split the money out to show how that money gets split? You guys.
Oh, that for the county taxes?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
the
guys-
property
you guys
taxes,
are-
yes.
The advisors, do you know how they split that? They put
It
four
comes from the auditor's office that way.
Pardon?
The treasurer and the auditor determine which fund it goes in.
Okay, so they tell you that out of the 609, you need to put 493 into the fire territory fund.
I would assume that, yes. I don't know, because I don't deal with the books. And I can assure you, every dollar is accounted.
Well, it certainly could be accounted.
It honestly is.
There's no question about it.
Gateway acknowledged that.
Tells you how to split it, you know, you can't-
Well, Gateway does have a slight problem with that $50,000.
I think that's, yeah.
Never mind.
Alan, it does come into one account and then tells you how to split it.
You're
Just
telling
like,
me
just
I
like the
have
lit
to-
tax is the same way.
See, that was an easy answer.
Okay.
An easy answer, because when it comes to you, you should have some formula to say, how do I divvy this money up? Where do I put it, et cetera, et cetera.
It wasn't making sense until Dan asked me, he told me what he thought you were asking.
Okay,
Can I offer a suggestion?
Please.
I know a lot of people are upset about the budget, and it's different than what Alan has. Is it possible to either make that PDF available on the county website for what the budget is, or to either make enough copies that everybody can get one in the next meeting?
Sure.
Because I wanna resolve it versus everybody continuing to be concerned.
It's in a PDF right now because I've been sharing it back and forth with State Board of Accounts. Did you see it? I think I sent it to you. So I can send you the whole year of last year. I wasn't there until November, and I know that that's not a crutch. I'm speaking directly to you, sir. But really, seriously trying to do the best I can right now.
I know, and we all are,
Yeah.
we get that.
Yeah.
You know,
But is there a way to post that PDF on the township website, that way people can
I mean, it's
collect it?
public information.
Unless there's anything sensitive in it. I don't think there would be.
There's nothing sensitive in there that, anything past what I am responsible for.
It's all public record.
It's all public.
Yeah, so if you could just post it all there,
And
then everybody can
Ally, I'll give
download
you-
and do whatever.
This is December, it's the only one I did because it was the end of the year.
Okay.
And then these are the accounts for Gateway, and I'll even let you have the financial report.
I've got Gateway's accounts all the way back to 2021.
Okay, but whatever you need.
I appreciate you listening to me.
But yeah, and we're adults, but we're fired up. Money is a big deal to a lot of us, and I took a hit too with acres and houses and things like that. I don't want you to think for a second that I don't feel that for you, but I'm really just trying. I don't want to look like I'm pleading either, but I'm really just trying to do the best I can right now.
And we want you to.
It's a lot to unravel. Honestly, with the Senate Bill 270, and if it were to go away, I wouldn't be terribly upset. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Have you read this,
what's that one?
the trustees handbook?
Yeah, I mean I grazed it.
You better read it thoroughly. And this is just to give you a heads up. If this budget passes, you need to increase your bond by $30,000. You know that, correct?
If I stay under $1 million, I don't, right?
If for every million, and you've already gone over $1 million, this budget shows it.
Okay.
I mean, look at your bottom line. What was it, 1.6, 1.7?
I can do it by the end of the month.
No, I'm just saying, when you pass this budget, I want to be cautious for you, because that's liability to the community if you're not protected.
Okay.
And it clearly states in here that for every $1 million, your bond has to be at least 30,000, up to 300,000. We're not gonna get, I hope we don't ever get that.
No, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather give it back to the taxpayers. I don't want it to get that high.
The other thing I just wanted to point out, and I hate to do this to you, but this is a gotcha. This meeting should have been last Tuesday. You have 3 weeks from after the first Monday in February, the third Tuesday. It has to be done by then or before then.
It has to be published by then, doesn't it?
No, it has to be completed by then. It has to be approved by then.
How did they have meetings previous years from like the 28th and 27th?
They probably did it wrong. It says the report must be submitted to the township board on or before the third Tuesday after the first Monday in February of each year at the annual meeting. I want to present it, but just so you're on it, so you know, you need to read this. There's a lot of shit in here. Like you said, you didn't know you're supposed to look at fences.
I'm not fully retired yet. I don't have that kind of time, but I'll look.
I hear you.
I still work 60 hours a week.
Is everybody happy now? We got a motion and a second on the floor to accept this.
Yeah, I'll
Everybody in favor, say aye. Aye.
If you vote in the affirmative, you still have the opportunity to not, but it'd be option 1 for you to sign. If you want to put exceptions in there, you have option 2. I want to make sure that I'm completely clear about that. So option 1 would be in the affirmative, and option 2 is if you want to change it. I try not to feel like I'm being picked on, and so I apologize if I jumped a little bit, especially you, sir.
That's all right.
I mean, we haven't met yet, so.
That's fine. I got 5 older brothers.
Okay. I want you guys to understand, I'm not trying to rob anybody. We're trying to get the best service for the least amount of money. And everybody's going through it right now.
But you also have to remember that taxes went up considerably.
Yeah.
I saw that. I think you guys signed that one too, yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't know personal stories, but mine were like $1,100 or something like that.
Mine was 601 cents, or $1,500.
Yeah. I'm sitting on,
And homeowners went up too long term.
but then there's some people that it didn't go up at all, because if they had a homestead exemption or something like that, then there's a new person to the,
So, what I wanted to talk to you about, if I was to do here
Yes.
with the, cause you're gonna look into the CD
Mhm.
and the interest.
yeah,
I don't wanna complicate our ability to move
Pass.
forward if
Yeah.
I put it here.
Right.
Do you know
So
that
you-
answer? Or like, I'll do this with the understanding that you'll get that, like, what do we need from me here for that? 'Cause I mean, the interest is probably important for where it's going.
absolutely.
I don't wanna get us caught up because
So what I
it
think-
has been
It's
presented
part of
in
the
front
road
of us.
itself.
What I think is it's just sitting there and it's just gaining interest on top of itself, so the rainy day, like it would be an addition too, so that makes sense that it should go in there.
Is it just sitting?
It's sitting in a
Nobody's
account.
looked at it, nobody's looked at it.
Oh, yeah, I looked at it when I had to do the annual financial report.
What was the total amount on it?
It's like, there was no interest going in on it because it was like a 19 something. It was old, so it was like a super low interest rate what was going on to it, and we just attached a higher interest rate to it. So,
So it hasn't made any interest?
oh, no, it's at like 54,000 or something like that over
Okay.
so
So
many
it's
years.
definitely rolled into itself then.
Yeah, I mean, I could use it if I had to, but that makes sense, Alan. I'll definitely
So the
find it.
question isn't to leave it rolling into itself or send it to where the interest rolling out goes into the rainy day.
Yeah,
It's just compounding in the CD itself.
yes. So it's sitting there, and honestly, yeah,
So
Makes
my-
logical sense based on what you said.
So
Yeah.
my question is.
it's a completely different account.
My question is this then, could this be attached for that 30%? That they're talking about, the established funding, could they get that from us? Remember that was.
No, you mean secured and unsecured funds?
Yeah,
No, it has to be 500,000 or more.
oh, okay.
I did one, but, cause I know you're gonna figure that out.
I will.
Yep.
I don't have much anymore but my last name and my word, and that's about it. So I'll find out about that, Alan. It may be a cool way that we could start adding thousands to the rainy day,
Or move it into another account.
because we don't fund the rainy day right now because we're not drawing out of it.
We haven't funded hardly diddly squat,
Right,
other than the fire department.
right.
So essentially, instead of 82, it's more like 86 if there's an extra 4 there, right?
If there would be. that.
Which fund? Oh, on the
Rainy day.
combined one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
it says 82, there's an extra 4 there in interest that,
I need to see how that works, because, that might
well, I
be
mean,
true.
if you throw the CD in the rainy day fund, it makes sense that the interest would be in there too, I mean.
So Gateway knows about the CD,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
so why haven't they ever said anything?
Bingo. That's my question. Why
Yeah.
haven't they raised an issue?
Yeah, because they know there's extra money accruing on it. It should go either to the township itself to spend, or into the rainy day fund, and we don't need it there.
Is it with that I don't have a lot of CDs, so. Can you take that interest out at any time, or?
No.
Not till it
It's
No, never
expires.
that penalty.
It has to mature, expire.
Yeah,
It is matured.
but you
So-
can set it up where the interest itself falls into a different account if you're not having it rolled into it.
I actually went to high school with the guy that actually controls the bank over there, so I'll ask him, I'll just straight up ask him.
Yeah, the one where you can pull money in and out that's high interest is mutual funds.
Money market.
Yeah, money market.
I will get that to you, and to you. If you want this updated copy, or if you wanna wait for me to send you the PDF for the whole year.
Yeah, you can send the PDF.
Okay.
I have, it's just an idea or a theory. So is the rainy day hard to move? Is it difficult to move something out? of
Shouldn't
rainy
be, should
day?
just be, cause there's a giant fund, that's the one that's the million something that you're talking about. and then if you kick it out like we do to the right, it's the individual parts, right, of all of the giant fund. And Holly, I think if I'm right, we can just say, we took it out of this place and we put it in this fund, and then now it's assigned there.
Well, I think legally it would require an additional appropriation by the board to approve.
Oh, I wouldn't do it without asking you, but you have to
Yeah.
move stuff
Yeah,
around.
okay, cause if, okay,
Yeah, I would have to get your approval.
but okay, so if it's easy to move in that way, then I'm not concerned. I was thinking it might be better to
Are you recording?
a CD and.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I gotta get this published, right? We'll get this done, and then by the time we have the next meeting, I will have an answer for you. And then I'll ask if you guys wanna approve or make a motion to move it to a certain fund.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not gonna be
I'm not even asking to do it. I just wanted to make sure we could if we needed to.
Yes.
The way I understand it, as it was explained to me years ago, was as long as the board agrees to an additional appropriation, you can move money from one fund to wherever,
Right.
but it takes action for the.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that without you guys knowing, because then I put myself in, as a liability.
I hate to kick a dead dog.
I bet you don't.
But you know, when the dog wants to bite you, you gotta kick back. It says here in the Gateway report that the total, money that the township has
Uh-huh.
is $1,4,860. But the total that the township has in your report, maybe that one is different than this one? This one says 988,224.
It's 954,781 is the total for here. This is at the end of December. But I think, I had asked that question too. It's, we have money, and then we have property, and then we have, so it's everything put together. The properties, the buildings, everything, the fire department equipment, it's all of that put together.
So you do own fire department equipment?
The township owns
3 trucks.
3 trucks.
2 chassis and a truck.
Who owns the building?
The
This
building
building?
here is owned by the fire department. The building in Painted Hills is still owned by the
Township.
township.
Yeah, that's probably where the difference is, because I had to depreciate all that this year for the AFR and the trucks.
But
Actually, they're done depreciating.
that wouldn't make sense from the dollars coming in and the dollars going out. To show it, because there's no place in here where you show appreciation, depreciation, or anything.
It's in the AFR,
What's the AFR?
the annual financial report, the thing we're talking about right now.
Oh, okay, but it's not in this,
Which one do you have?
your budget.
Oh, no, it's in that.
Oh, it's in Gateway.
Yes.
Oh, okay, which I had.
Because I didn't understand it either. I was like, oh my God, why do we have so much? And then he
Well,
explained it to me that it was trucks and
I'm just
equipment.
going by page 2, which should show, and I might be incorrect on this, but doesn't that show the total funds on page 2 of the Gateway? Doesn't that show the total funds that you have on hand? All the money?
Is that the $1,400,000?
Yeah,
It says at the top, end cash and investment balance.
so that the investment balance would be the $50,000.
Yeah, which would get us down to the 954,860.
Okay, so then if we added 50,000 out of that, yeah, it gets real close then. Okay. Numbers don't lie.
Not me. I don't want that to be me. Sorry, I'm going off my notes here. Is that enough for discussion? Any other discussion? Chad? Oh, yeah, you've got
Yeah.
things.
So I did have some conversations with Peggy, our state representative, about the Senate bills, the Senate bill and the House bill. She said that neither one of them by themselves are gonna make it through. Everybody up there at the State House knows neither one of those are gonna make it through independently. She said they're going to be merged.
What do you mean?
They're gonna merge the two bills together, they're basically gonna gut them and put them together.
Yeah, they did a compromise.
Yeah,
Is that what
she
you're
said that, there are only 2 townships in Morgan County that they're looking at doing anything to. We are not one of them. She made that very, very clear.
Okay.
But she said also, and this is the part I didn't like to hear, she says, at the fire department requirement, township fire departments do not count.
Just
I'm sorry, territories.
Oh, territory.
It has to be like a city, town, or
Do districts count?
townships or not. I'm
So
sorry,
that would
territories.
require a different interlocal and a bunch of different things.
Mhm.
You only have.
So, but I just wanted to pass that information along, because I just learned that last weekend on Saturday, when I talked to her face to face about all this. But she said the Senate, the commingling of the 2 bills will pass, they will push that through. She said there's just too much driving force behind it, and what doesn't make it through will probably make it through next year, or next session.
So, yeah.
They're gonna push little parts through, make it happen, and then alter it and expand it, just like they've done other laws, just like, constitutional carry, they made gun permits free to get it in there, and then made constitutional carry after that. It's just something where they get the foot in the door, and then they'll expand it. I mean, townships are gonna probably go away eventually, but she said that Jack's is probably one of the last ones based on the establishment that we have built here. So we're good for a little bit. But she said no one around us is gonna merge into us, we're not gonna merge out, nothing like that. We're good for now. But
The township, the trustees association paints a different picture because it's the sky is falling type of
Yeah.
scenario, so.
I mean, this is straight from her mouth to my ears just Saturday, so.
Okay, thanks.
They did the compromise, they voted on it today.
Yeah,
And that compromise, it brought together, the 13-15 part of it was the 80% of a city,
right.
which doesn't pertain to us. It's gonna pertain to more like Fishers and Carmel and townships like that. So the 13-15 language isn't gonna impact us at all. That part was just the city portion of it. So as far as we're concerned, it's just the 270 point system, which we're pretty good on, I think.
Right, even with that fire department, we're good.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out, that I'd learned that, and I know there's a lot of concern and worry about it, so. And Peggy's apparently, hip deep in pushing this through, so,
She has been since the beginning.
you know.
Got a motion to adjourn?
Second that.
Thank you for coming. I'd like to at least introduce myself and shake your hand.
Sure.
Yeah.